I'm going to show you the view that Caspian has. I'm going to scoot down here next to him and then turn. Look at this beautiful view. Not everybody gets a view like this for dinner.
No.
Welcome back to Hourless Life. We have a lot of ground to cover in this episode. Caspian actually does his 4-mile hike. We go to Rock Springs Cafe. We hit up Sunset Crater National Monument and the Lava Flow Trail. We take a Highway 89A from Flagstaff to Sedona. We visit the old mining town of Jerome. We show you some of our favorite places to camp in Coconino and Prescott National Forest. We take Senator Highway from Prescott to Crown King and show you one of our craziest nights ever.
We're on the Black Canyon Trail in the Table Mesa BLM area north of Phoenix, where we camped last night. And I was wandering yesterday and saw this trailhead, so I took it for about 25 minutes and then turned around, and I loved it. It was so beautiful. So I got the whole family to come out again this morning. We don't have anywhere we need to be.
Can you let me get ahead? Hey, Daddy, you found the treasure. Thanks, that's treasure.
Let me see. Wow.
What is that, Caspian? You want to show me? Is it your treasure? Whoa.
The Black Canyon Trail is a well-marked trail, and we were fortunate to have it at the footstep of our campsite. We got to walk through the valley and on trails that were lined with ocotillo. It was just an incredible experience.
Found out that Black Canyon is actually a 30.6 mile trail. So not something that we're going to do in one morning. But when we looked at our pedometer, we had already gone 1.6 miles, and we realized that if we went 0.4 miles farther, that when we turned around, by the time we got back to camp, Caspian would have his 4-mile hike, which we're working on a mile every year. He did 1 mile when he was 1, 2 when he was 2, 3 when he was 3, and so this is the year that we're working on 4. So we didn't even set out to do it, but it looks like it's going to happen, and we're going to tell him at 2 miles what's going on.
How far do you think we've hiked right now?
50 million?
50 million? No, close though. We have hiked 2 miles. You know what that means? What is 2 plus 2, Caspian?
4.
4. So when we get back to Guardian, how many miles will we have hiked?
4.
4. That means you're going to do your 4-mile hike today. Touch one of the round rocks. That's because the water has washed over it and made it smooth.
Wait, why is Dinosaur ahead of us?
She's just exploring. That's what Mommy does. This is the last hill you got to climb. When we get up to the top of this hill, Guardian is just to the left, and then you'll have completed your 4 miles.
And then I get my package.
That's right, son. This is it, Caspian. As soon as you get to Daddy. 4 miles? 4 miles? What? Whoa! 4 miles. Yay, Caspian.
I hiked 4 miles when I was 4. I got a surprise for my 4th mile hike.
4-mile hike. What is it?
A dragon.
We were super proud of Caspian for his 4-mile hike. That's a big deal for a 4-year-old. So we wanted to celebrate, and a friend of ours, Brandon from Arizona Trek, had recommended Rock Springs Cafe for the pie. So we decided to head up there for a little celebration. We've just arrived at the famous Rock Springs Cafe, established in 1918. You're just about to go inside. Even the bathrooms is kind of cool. I know you don't want to see pictures of urinals, but these are kind of unique. They're all made out of kegs. We are here for breakfast. What did you get?
I got 2 bacons and 1 egg.
All right. And I got a breakfast burger with home fries, which is close to breakfast. So Caspian has a real breakfast. I have kind of breakfast. And Brittany, what did you get?
I have pie.
Is pie for breakfast a thing?
Of course, at Rock Springs Cafe it is.
I had to do it, and I got a pecan pie a la mode, but you'll also notice that I got 3 forks. So busted. This is what keto looks like when you go to a pie spot, and this is their pecan pie. It's amazing. We really enjoyed our time at Rock Springs Cafe and in southern Arizona as a whole, but Flagstaff was so close and it's one of my favorite cities, and Brittany was like, hey, we need long showers and we need to do a reset, so let's go up to Fort Tuthill, stay at the hotel there for a couple days, we can enjoy your city, and maybe we could go check out Sunset Crater National Monument while we're there and let Caspian do a little bit more hiking up there. So we headed on up.
Do you see out here? This used to be lava, and the lava has hardened into sharp and jagged rock.
It's a little windy out here at Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument, but Brittany ain't scared. She's making us some grilled cheese sandwiches. Whoa. That was a huge bite. We're going to go on a hike, and we're going to hike out there somewhere at the lava flow trail.
Look at this tree Caspian. It's uprooted. It was uprooted by the volcanic explosion and it crashed down into the ground.
What do you mean it was uprooted?
Well, these are the roots, son. Right here.
Wow, look at that. Wait, let me stay on trail. Daddy,
What, baby?
let's keep hiking, okay?
Okay.
How beautiful this is.
Yeah.
Ponderosa pine.
Yes.
That's right,
good
Caspian.
job.
Ponderosa pine.
Ponderosa pine. Want to sit down with me?
Oh, baby, I think I have some momentum. I'm going to keep going.
Watch out! Watch out!
Hey! Caspian loves pretending he's a little baby animal, and I think he was being a little baby bear. He found himself a little den and crawled into this hole. Super cute. Whoa. What'd I find?
The Caspian secret cave. Hey, Mommy, bugs live inside this tree.
That's right, son.
What is
To
that?
make it their home, baby. I will learn
I will learn
all I can
all I can
to protect wildlife,
to protect wildlife,
history,
history,
and nature.
and nature.
Leave everything
Leave everything
in its place
in its place
for others to enjoy,
for others to enjoy.
and share
And share,
all I learn
all I learn
about public lands
about public lands
with my family
with my family
and my friends.
and my friends.
You have earned the title of Junior Park Ranger, Caspian. Yay!
All right, Caspian.
Yeah, you want it right, where do you want it? Right there? Okay. You want it right here? Okay, now I'm going to put my hand in your shirt so I don't poke you. There you go, Junior Ranger. You've earned it. Hey, high five.
All right, Caspian.
After our much-needed reset in Flagstaff, we decided to head back down to another favorite Arizona town of ours called Jerome. Instead of taking the interstate, we took Highway 89A from Flagstaff to Sedona. This highway, also known as the Oak Creek Canyon Scenic Drive, is simply stunning. The 24-mile-long road descends over 4,500 feet in elevation, while it meanders through forests, sandstone canyons, and ultimately the beautiful Red Rock area of Sedona.
Just ahead of us, up on the hill, is the old mining town of Jerome with one of our favorite hamburger spots in the country.
The city of Jerome was founded in 1876 and was home to one of the largest copper mines in Arizona, which produced over 3 million pounds of copper per month. It sits at an elevation of 5,066 feet.
I'm scared because we're really high up.
You don't need to be afraid, baby. We'll take care of you. Jerome's a pretty popular town, and finding parking can be tough, but we found a spot and had about a 40-minute wait, so we found a little park. It's worth the wait.
We went there
Oh,
before.
you have? Okay.
It is good.
I don't want to wait an hour.
We did wait our 40 minutes, and it was absolutely worth it. Caspian had a great time on the playground, and we enjoyed our time with him.
How about you say it?
Finally, our table was ready. We were really excited. I had the sourdough Southwest burger, and Brittany had the monstrous haunted hamburger. It was amazing. With full tummies, we were ready to head to one of our favorite camping spots in all of North America, the Coconino National Forest. We headed on back, and as usual, we saw RVs at the front. Usually they didn't venture too far back, but what we were finding is that they were getting a little bit more adventurous and being further back out than before. I can't even do it justice. The red rock here is incredible. There are miles and miles of trails. This time it was just packed, and like everywhere we went, every campsite I had marked on Gaia was already taken. And so we had to find some kind of rugged off-road trail where like nobody was going to go. And we ended up at this spot, and we have like just incredible views right now. What is that, babe?
So Caspian just took his shower for tonight. And I don't know where we would be without Venture wipes.
Wow.
They're these huge wipes, and we have to use them every night because he literally rolls around in the dirt, as little boys should. But this is a clean zone. You can't come up here unless you're clean.
Are you clean, Caspian?
Yes. Well, can Daddy not come up here?
Is Daddy clean?
Are you clean?
No.
Then no.
Clean zone.
Clean zone.
That's the dirty zone.
As I mentioned, we love Coconino National Forest, but it was so busy. The spot that we had found that was kind of rugged and off-road ended up being an ATV trail for tours, and apparently they had maps through the area. So we had visitors pretty much all night long. So the next day we decided to find another spot, and we went on the far side of the Coconino National Forest and started exploring a spot which we found, which was great. Caspian took a nap inside the Jeep right before we arrived, and once he woke up, we were able to all enjoy this place together. I can't encourage you highly enough to check this area out, though. We can't keep it to ourselves. It's off of the road 525, which comes off of 89A between Cottonwood and Sedona. And if you get a chance, just go out there and explore. There's so many beautiful places to discover. Oh, busted. Brittany, what are you making?
I'm making skinny calzones.
Skinny calzones. What is a skinny calzone?
Oh, it's a Highland family creation. So you take a tortilla, you put in mozzarella cheese and pepperoni and some oregano and Italian, and then some more mozzarella on top, and then you fold it over. It's called a skinny calzone because it's a keto tortilla. Get it?
Love it. Do you have a pretty nice view right now? Over there? Should I show everybody? I'm going to show you the view that Caspian has. I'm going to scoot down here next to him and then turn. Look at this beautiful view. Not everybody gets a view like this for dinner.
No.
We're wrapping up our second night in Coconino National Forest between Cottonwood and Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful views all the way around, and we hope to come back here maybe next week.
One of the questions we get asked most frequently as full-time overlanders is, what's the hardest part about it? And to be honest with you, it's the weather. At least so far, that's what we've discovered. We're kind of like reptiles, where we have to kind of regulate our own body temperature. If it's cold, we head somewhere warm. If it's warm, we head somewhere cold. And it was getting pretty warm down in Coconino, so we decided to head up to Prescott, Arizona, which is a town that we've been wanting to check out for the longest time. We were really excited to check it out, and when we got there, we met up with some friends who told us about this little site just outside town, inside the Prescott National Forest. So we headed up to the Prescott National Forest to see what we could find. We just finished hanging out with the folks at Overland Journal, Overland International here in Prescott, and they told us about this area here. We're camped right next to a little river. Caspian's been playing in the river, having a great time. What have you been doing?
I've been trying to build to stop the river.
Why are you trying to stop the river?
And they could slip you and make you hurt your back on a stone.
Hmm.
And it's trying to stop the water.
So what have you been putting in the river?
Wood.
Wood? Are you like a little beaver?
Yeah.
Caspian, what are you doing?
Trying to collect wood.
For what?
For fire. For steal that wood I
Oh,
collected.
wow, that's a whole lot of wood.
Is it that enough?
Maybe to start one.
Let's start then.
We did end up having a really nice fire and a really nice night together, a great night of sleep, and then it was time to head out on our next adventure, and this would end up being one of our favorite drives in Arizona.
And now we're taking Senator Highway up to Crown King. Brandon at Arizona Trek recommended this route to us, and so far it's been really cool.
I wish I could fly my vehicle in the snow.
We're taking this trail on a Friday morning. It's about 9 a.m., 9:30. We've only seen 2 other vehicles. It's so quiet and peaceful out here. And we're thinking about all the people who traveled these roads when there weren't paved roads in the country.
Along our drive on Senator Highway, we ran across Palace Station, which was originally a stagecoach station that was built in 1874 and rebuilt in 1878. It's one of the oldest standing buildings in the entire state of Arizona, so it was really, really cool to see. It's a 37-mile drive from Prescott all the way to Crown King via Senator Highway. The road is actually a dirt road. It's not too technically difficult. It can get narrow and rutted in spots, but you get to leave the ponderosa pines up in Prescott and go over the mountains and through some windy terrain. And by the time you end up in Crown King once again, you're back up in the ponderosa pines. You get to see things like the Palace Station that I showed you, and even in the spring there can be a little bit of snow. You do want to be careful, maybe just take your time. But at the end of the day, if you ever have a chance to drive this road, make sure you do it. It'll be well worth your time. Well, we made it to Crown King. We took Senator Highway from Prescott all the way here, and we are headed towards the saloon here. Apparently Crown King has a population of 100. There used to be a railway here, but it went by the wayside in the 1920s, and now only tourism is what supports this town. Caspian was absolutely mesmerized by the jukebox. It was the first time he had ever seen one. So we just left Crown King, had a great lunch at the saloon, and we are headed back to Chandler.
To meet up at Turtleback Traders.
It's been a beautiful, beautiful day, adventurous day, and it was good food. It's just been a lot of fun, so that's where we're going.
So we just arrived at Turtleback and they just polished this floor. We came in, put tracks all over it, and now they're so kindly taking us into the air conditioning. They're rolling out the cardboard carpet.
This was one of our craziest nights ever. Whoever thought we would roll into a showroom to go overland camping? Yes, this actually happened. We are camped inside Turtleback Trailers headquarters. Yeah, we're actually inside the building. We've turned the lights off because Caspian is getting ready to go to bed. Brittany is brushing his teeth in their restroom.
What a concept!
We're walking barefoot on carpet, and Guardian's a mess. I don't know if you can even see him because we've turned the lights off, but he's kind of dirty from this trail that we ran. We were going to wash him, but we decided not to because this is really how he normally looks. This is the very first time I can remember that we've ever parked inside an air-conditioned building for the night. The fine folks at Turtleback are already getting set up this morning for the event, and Turtleback is giving us a set of Max Tracks to give away. We had a blast at Turtleback. They were great hosts. There was probably about 100 people at the event, maybe between 40 and 50 rigs. It was an incredible time. We're going to tell you about that in our next video, so please give us a subscribe and a like. Let us know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching.